Hello and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2. We are playing the Imperial German Navy and we have started in the 1900s start and it's now 1931 and we have just started war with France and Italy. Now if you see this on YouTube, this is a recording from Twitch. So there might be some comments in regard to the chat there, and if you want to join, just follow me on Twitch, join in. You might even end up having an expendable ship like those two named after you, which will probably sink in the first battle. But then at least you can die in glory, and that's worth it, isn't it? So we've set up the fleet. We did a stream recently, and unfortunately the game decided it doesn't want to be streamed, so it broke down, and all we did at that phase was just setting up the fleet for the war. So we put those on trade protection, with those in active fleet, those trade protection again, all of them. The carriers are still left in mothballed because our new torpedo bomber is not yet in service, so we can't even use it, and there's just no point in wasting money on that in this regard. Those ships are radars, some are set to raiding. The 3 old battle cruisers are used for trade protection and raiding, and that's basically it. So let's just dive in and just go ahead. The deficit right now is 13 million. We have 192 million on the bank, so we can run that deficit for a while. It will probably not be sufficient to finish the 6 Friedrich der Große class battleships, but we will be able to build them quite some time, and those 3 Scharnhorst class battleships were halted, and I'm not planning to finish them because the money will just be too little. They were started for a requirement of the Kaiser, and but then they are kept in this state because I want to have new ships named after those 3 guys without being forced to change anything. So let's just move ahead. The strategic situation. If we look at the invasion ranges, this is outside of an invasion range. So an issue is here, Djibouti, and that is basically the only thing outside of the Mediterranean where an invasion can happen. And I think we should actually check on the fleet strength here. So the French have ships, I don't. That might actually be a good thing to send one of the Moltke class to the Indian Ocean to make up for that. Or maybe both. Yeah, let's set both there actually. And then they might be able to support the invasion there. Oh wait. No, the thing is, let's cancel that first. Can I cancel that somehow? Cancel ordered moves. Okay. So, wait. This here is cancel. Yep. And this one here too. Because the thing is, I don't want to send them yet, because I first want to see how the fleet strength actually is after all my ships are activated. Right now I have a superiority, but actually the French have a superiority, and I want to be able to blockade them. So sending some ships, and that is just the pure number of ships and their tonnage that counts for that. So if I take old ships, have them raid in this area, they will be counted. But if I send them somewhere else, they aren't. So in this regard, it might be better to just keep them here. In the Mediterranean, I have to expect, if the war lasts long enough, to lose all 3 bases, because I can't send ships there as long as the French still have a navy in the in Northern Europe, and the Italians have a free hand to invade. The Italians create naval superiority, and that will allow both Italians and French to invade, which means I have to expect losing all 3 bases. But there's nothing we can do about this, and this won't lose us the war by itself, but it will influence the outcome, and in this regard we'll have to make up for it in other regards. Okay, so as expected, the enemy's have stronger forces outside of Northern Europe everywhere. Okay, so my battle cruisers are doing their job. The submarines have sunk 21 merchant ships. I need to keep an eye on the tension levels to reduce the submarine warfare policy if necessary, if it goes too high, but for now we can keep on doing it. Okay, cruiser battle right away. Let's go for it. And we have, okay, so the cruiser battle actually uses battleships because the, what is it, the Friedrich der Dritte class is so insanely fast that they end up fighting both battle cruisers and cruisers in missions like this. And we have a sighting. Okay. So let's be careful not to get torpedoed too early. It's quite a strong fleet actually. Numerous. 2 battle cruisers and a lot of, no, actually 4 battle cruisers. Okay. Oh yeah, Italian and French. Okay, let's see. 8 15-inch 3-inch deck, not a bad design. I mean, mine are significantly stronger. 13-inch and 5.5-inch deck and 9 15-inch, but they are not to be taken lightly, especially as they have numerical superiority. So I think in this regard, if I look at all the destroyers that are here, and I don't, for whatever reason, I mean they were activated, so I don't really understand why those 2 act without destroyers, but I'm going to run. Night battle is even worse, so I'll just retreat. Yeah, and they are avoiding torpedoes. Wow, he actually managed to dodge all of them. So let's just run and hope we get away, because there's no point in a night battle if I don't even have destroyers. All I'll achieve by that is being torpedoed. Okay. Let's just wait until the battle is over. Distances are becoming too high for whatever reason. Okay, some ships are engaging. But as I said, I don't see a point in risking my battleships in a night battle if I don't even have light ship support. So we are just increasing speed, trying to get to port as fast as possible, going to ultra fast to make this battle end. And look forward to the next battle as where we intend to do more damage then and to achieve more. Okay, you guys can enter Helgoland. Yep. So they are safe now, can't be torpedoed by a submarine as well. And time is still running. So in a short time frame it should be over. Okay, perfect. So there was another battleship of mine. Oh, I didn't even check. Okay. I even got a marginal victory out of it. That's okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me at this phase. Yeah, we're just continuing. Okay, yeah, we needed to check why oh, those are active fleet and they are in Northern Europe. I have no idea why they went alone. Because they would consider to be cruisers, and cruisers are supposed to operate alone, I guess. Something like that must have been the reasoning. I'm not sure. Let's check again. Advanced directories. They are rebuilt, right? It's quite some time. Yeah. Okay. Good. So aircraft still not ready. Russian submarine has sunk. Okay, nice. Hit a mine. Perfect. That's not good, but at least not sunk. Radar, sink something, 15. I get more points out of it, fine. Cruiser action, another cruiser action. Try not to have too hard of an accent. It's sometimes a little challenging. Okay, so we see here, the weird thing, I've never had that before this campaign, that my battleships are considered to be battle cruisers, because through the design they become so fast, but yeah, I said, I don't mind. Those two are very strong, and unless I'm facing, now this time with cruisers and with destroyers, and unless I'm facing a combined Italian-French fleet again, they should be able to handle themselves. Okay, there we have something. Let's speed up at least to 20 knots. We're not going full speed yet, because we want to make sure the engines aren't damaged before it's getting serious. And that was just a scout here, so there come the main fleets. Let's see, French battle cruiser and Italian again, so it's once more mixture of both. But this time we have destroyers, and I'll try to keep the fight at max range. That should be for my benefit, as my ships have the very high deck armor, and that is an advantage in regards to them. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's see. Yeah, he has 3-inch deck, and I have 4.5 plus 1. So I think I should be better off if I keep at long distance. And then at this regard, my aiming, hopefully I have advanced gunnery training, even though they have been in reserve fleet, so they aren't like the greatest crews. But in general, I should be superior. I have advanced advanced directors, not sure whether they have it already, but I definitely have the best ones available. So, let's see. Bernardetto. Okay, mine hit. A lot of hits on them. Superstructure, mine hit. Well, I receive a number of hits, 20% damage already, without guns damaged. That is actually a lot already. Let's see. But that one is heavy damaged already, and that one medium. Well, that's good. Let's continue then. Seems we are better off so far. Yeah, I think we are generally doing more damage to them. Now it's suddenly light, but that one is only medium. Let's see, 35. One is taken out. That is a big part of the damage of the 35. I have no idea what degree this is counted. What I dislike is flooding, and structural damage is significant already, and it's 10 hits. I guess I should, I don't know why I didn't go full speed. I need to go full speed to make it harder to aim. Okay, Heinrich is continuously being hit. Let's slow down. Check, 69 it's about, okay, no wonder it's this high damage. So one turret is has blown up, luckily without damaging the ship overall, and the other two are taken out. That obviously causes the overall damage to go up, but that actually only means it's useless in fighting, but it's not about to sink yet. So what I think I should do now, but it's taking too much damage, I need to take it out of the line, I think. Yeah, flooding is going up. Okay, so let's detach it. But I think I'll have to run regardless, because even though I have done significant damage, it doesn't look like I'm going to sink enough of them. I'll do enough damage to make a difference. I should concentrate on the Republik now. That one seems to be slow. Yeah. I have no idea. I highly doubt that this light damage is accurate. So it might be just... But even if it is correct, that would mean it's far more easy to hit. So I'll still concentrate on it. And hopefully be able to take it out. Yeah, and we are getting big hits on him. Okay, how is he? He's fine. Let's slow that one down a little so he doesn't get flooding. Okay, still 15-inch hits on him. We're a little too close for my taste. Yeah, let's turn up here. And I mean, Wilhelm is taking some damage now. Okay, one turret taking out. That's part of the damage. Maybe the destroyers can now make a difference. They have a lot of torpedoes. Republic being hit again. Okay, so let's turn down. Let's turn back. And hopefully we'll be able to take out the Republic. And then we'll take the Benedetto Brin as the next target after that. Okay, 2 turrets still firing. But he's accelerating. That's not good. Would the destroyers mind to do some damage? Should I? I mean, he has 1 turret back in action. The damage is quite high. I think I should make sure he's getting away safely. Let's have him run for port. Keep an eye on this one. 26 knots, 28 knots max speed. No, 26. Still fine. 51 damage though. Okay, 2 turrets taken out. In the indication that my turret armor might be a little too low. Need to be careful of that Claymore class. He might have shot torpedoes. Okay, we are continuously hitting him. 4 and 5-inch guns. The turret armor is 14-inch. Deck should be at least 4.5, probably 5-inch. I can't remember. But as I'm not playing the British, having ships blow up is not that big of an issue. Question is where to move now. I should hunt down the Republic, but that would send me directly at the Dunkirk. Yeah. Northern Belt. Yeah, that's, I mean, in general, it's the old question. Perfect, he's been hit. The old question where to put your weight. And it's such an easy way to save weight on turrets, which is why I do it far too often. Okay, so he's down to 19 knots and on fire. Let's see whether I can make him survive this. That doesn't look too good. Well, Republic should be taken out. With some luck, the Dunkirk is taking some damage too. And I think the destroyer should be able to force the Benedetto Brin away. And another torpedo hit on the Dunkirk. Oh, another cruiser. That's nice. Another battle cruiser. The thing is, they are being taken out quite often, but I guess that's just because the turrets are prone to damage, especially bigger ones. It's hardly a battle where I don't see part of the guns being taken out. And if we take it literally, they should just be like have broken down, which might have some connection with battle damage, but is more mechanical issue because they aren't destroyed. This one has a destroyed turret here. That turret is destroyed, but the others were all just broken down. So I think armor probably isn't the biggest issue. I mean, it could always be bigger, but at some point I'll have to choose where to put the armor, whether to make it slow, and I'd rather have the belt and deck armor as high as possible. As long as the ships don't blow up, that's usually worth the trade. Yeah, never. Indeed. There's never enough of anything. But that's the charm of this game. As I call it, Battleship Tycoon. the building part is really my favorite, not this battle thing. The battle thing I got used to. It actually annoyed me quite a lot in the beginning, because I prefer the building, the strategic planning, the economic part, which ships to build and so on. But the game forces you to do it differently, with the battles being part of it, and I gotten used to it. Initially it annoyed me quite a lot. Yeah. Those are, from when are they? Let me see. It doesn't say it here, but it's like from 15 or so, and they are almost 50,000 tons or 45,000. 45,000 tons, 28 knots, and this insane armor. So I think this one should be a win, despite having faced a 2-to-1 superiority. If my 2 battleships or the 2 big ships survive, I think one of his is definitely being taken out. Well, it's a question of financial measures. If you look at the German naval planning and the Imperial naval planning, it's not that they weren't, that they didn't know a bit bigger ship would be better. It's so many things. If you build a ship too big, then no harbor is capable of taking it. No slip is big enough to build it on. It's you can't afford it, and so on and so forth. Okay. But those restrictions in infrastructure were mostly part of it too, because it's just if you look, the Japanese had to build completely new harbor facilities and building slips to even be able to build the Yamato class. Okay, so unfortunately one of those battle cruisers survived, but major victory, 1 battle cruiser taken out, 1 destroyer taken out, and I haven't lost a single ship. Perfect. And that against a superior force, in numbers at least. Nice. Okay. Thanks for the follow, Michelanius. Okay, France is now blockaded. That's perfect. Now we can think. How is it? 225. Wait, that's not much. So if I send battle cruisers to the Indian Ocean, the blockade is probably over. That's not ideal. Well, I guess I'll have to save them here. Keep them here. What do I have in the Indian Ocean? I actually have nothing. Is there anything close by that I can send? 1 light cruiser. There must be something here. 1 light. 4. Yeah. How about sending some of those who are... Wait, those in the Mediterranean are raiding. That's good. Okay. Planes still not ready. Yep. Okay, so Northeast Asia. Those. Foreign station. We could send those 2, maybe, to the Indian Ocean. Yeah, let's try that one. Okay. Yeah, fleets dominate, obviously. Okay, so new corvettes are coming online. Nope, we don't want peace. New fighter ready. Okay, so the fastest one is this one. Has a lower range. Significantly lower for just 2 knots. Everything else is equal. Cruise speed is almost equal. Yeah, we take that one. We take the Arado AR-113. And finally it's done. Good. Okay, so radar, we got more out of it. Perfect. We didn't even lose a submarine. They lose 7. That's good. So my ASW apparently is becoming quite effective. Awesome. Those are corvettes, so they are into trade protection as well. What to do about those guys? Can I... Yeah, they don't even have K-guns yet. I could turn them... keep them like some destroyer abilities. I don't know whether that makes sense. Dual purpose. How much does that rework cost? Barely anything. Is it okay? Yeah, it is. 3. Oh, now it's suddenly expensive. Okay, so the fire control. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. That one is DP as well. It's not... I mean, I could take those off and turn them into corvettes completely. But what's the point? I mean, the ASW they have is the same, and this way, if they're used in trade protection and are facing an enemy coastal raid, they might even torpedo them. So let's just do this as an upgrade. Anything else I can do to improve them without too much cost? I don't think so. Could give them minesweeping gear. That would reduce the ASW capabilities again. Let's give it to them. I don't want to have them run on mines. I have my... okay. I don't want to see my ships being lost to mines. And I guess I'll need some minesweepers for that. Okay, trade protection is still a big buffer, so I think I can upgrade all of them at once. Okay. Perfect. Everything good. Building, those are continuing. Need to look, oh yeah, the new planes are ready. So we can now think about setting up the new carriers. Yeah, that looks better now. The only problem is the price. The upkeep is insane. Just 3 million so for now. But I guess I need some in Wilhelmshaven. To a medium bomber, okay. And Emden. Kiel I probably don't. Question is, do I want some in Africa too? But there won't be any naval battles, so and the damage potential of those planes is only effective in actual battles. So if I don't have ships there and there aren't naval battles, the planes are just a waste of money. Unfortunately, it doesn't simulate that they would be used to attack enemy fleets without my fleet being present to attack commercial ships and whatnot. So putting them there is just a waste of money. Okay, so they are here. I'm not sure at which point they are operational. But let's just make sure and wait one more turn before we activate the aircraft carriers. Yeah, of course. Now Libya is invaded. As said, I needed to expect... I should have probably accepted the peace offer to make sure I'm not going to lose anything in the Mediterranean. But... Okay, now we need to check on how the tension is rising. Okay, well, I think we can risk one more loss of heavy loss of life through torpedoing a civilian ship before we need to reduce the submarine warfare policy. And you guys are now active fleet. And how much does it cost me? 17 million deficit. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Well. Still, luckily I still have something on the bank. Destroyers. Yeah, those are being finished. Okay. Offensive. Nope. The Navy will win the war. Our submarine has torpedoed and sunk. Nice. Okay, we lose a corvette as well. Despite unrestricted warfare, only 3 ships sunk. Okay. Convoy defense, large, at Jutland. Let's see. so what do I have? Actually, I have 4 carriers. Those follow those here. There's another carrier division. Okay. Can it follows? Can it? No, it's a separate one. Okay. So yeah, they are just supposed to run around here, and unfortunately my planes are very bad, as they are just being, the air groups are just being set up. But they might be useful already. So 19 is following 13. 13, no, that's 21. Okay, so 21 is going to follow 19. Okay. But defense. So I'm where are they? I don't even know where the convoy is I'm supposed to defend. That's kind of weird. Oh well, maybe my planes find something. I need to keep the crew carriers close by. Weather limits air operations, so I might it might be quite possible that I get surprised by a surface fleet, as they can't fly reconnaissance. And then sighting distances are pretty low. Yep, you guys are better turning away. But that also means that my torpedo groups can probably do quite some damage already. Okay. That's a lot of yeah, that's quite the stealth technology, the what is it, light rain stealth technology. But the French battleship is already hit. Yeah, let's turn up and increase the speed. Marseille class. That's 12-13 inch, so a nice design actually. 3-2-2-1 and the one in the middle, so that saves a little weight to design closer to the end. 11.5 inch for a 15 design. I think that was a pretty good 15 design. Unfortunately, that poor guy is vastly inferior to mine. Yeah. But that's how we want it. We don't want a fair fight. We want to win a fight. Oh, that must say. Look at how much damage he takes. But the visibility is insanely low. Okay, so where should I send the carriers? Difficult. Because the weather might clear up. When is the night coming? Dusk will come in 40 minutes, so they will be basically useless. I think that means I can already send them back. Now my mission will be to just maybe sink the Marseille, and after that retreat, so I don't get to torpedo to shit in the darkness. Buy ships. Oh, god damn it, that is close. Okay, there is a battle cruiser. Yeah, of course. Being hit by a torpedo. Which one? Yeah, I mean, there's so many of my ships here. It's not that difficult to hit something, but at least it's the Brandenburg, so it's one of my rather obsolete ships. If we look at what they are having, they are actually not obsolete yet. The French are sending ships like this against me. 3-inch deck, 11-inch belt is okay. And 13-inch is still a widely used caliber, but at least it's not one of my modern ones. So let's see, Brandenburg, how is he doing? Wait, Wilhelm II has lost the rear turret already. God damn it. Brandenburg, that is the Brandenburg. Flooding is not too extensive, but I think I'm gonna have it sent back anyways. Yep. Okay. Manual control down to 10 knots so it doesn't take additional flooding, and send it to Denmark, somewhere there. And you guys please finish off the Marseille real quick. That would be helpful and much appreciated. Okay, but this one? Wait, where are... That's a little risky, guys. We have battleships here. Okay, Marseille class hit, but I'm receiving hits as well. Ah, okay. V-28 launched them. This guy, okay. I'm not too happy with that. The funny thing is, it doesn't allow me to torpedo anything that is even remotely close. If I have something even remotely close, but the AI itself seems to be completely oblivious and just torp right into the middle. Okay, now this is dangerous. He has a submerged torpedo tube, but I want to be able to pummel the other battle cruiser, so I'll just ignore it. And I mean, those have decent torpedo protection, and he's taken out. So let's focus on the other battle cruiser now, because we're greedy in the end. I know I should be retreating, because those are destroyers, I guess. No, they aren't. Ooh, those are. Damn it, run! Oh yeah, Ludwig der Deutsche is not quite fresh anymore, so we'll detach him as well. He has taken flooding and is down to 9 knots. Ooh, not good. Those distances, even my armor is, my good armor is useless. From this distance, everything punches through. Oh, not good, not good. Yeah, Friedrich der Zweite is hit, okay, or Ludwig. Der Dritte, okay. How is his damage? It's okay. Yeah, I think I should give up. It's the French fleet, but yeah, it's quite a different convoy, I guess. I'm facing. He's detached already, so let's take this as a sign to have him run away as well at 10 knots. But we are... Wait, guys, are you? Yes, the fleet. Okay, we can check their ships. 10 13-inch, 10-inch, 2-inch. That is like first class, the first generation of dreadnoughts that I'm facing here. Why is he this damage? Okay, 2 turrets destroyed, but that doesn't look good. Oh my god. Ludwig II, you need to survive. And he's being hit, and hit, and he's been hit by a torpedo. Well, I guess he's a goner now. Damn it. That is a good ship. Fast. 45,000 tons, 9-15-inch. Rudder jammed. Okay, let's just have him slow down even more. And I think you need to run as well. There's no point here. God damn it. Yeah, he's done. Okay, Marseille class, but that is still that one. Yeah, they're wasting their ammo on that one. I should manually control every other ship, I guess, to make sure it doesn't continue this way. But wait, he has a broken rudder? Why is he circling? Yeah, god damn it. Not ideal either. Okay, night is coming. I've lost 1 battleship and a very good one. And he has lost a decent battle cruiser. I'd consider this a loss so far. But let's see. Maybe the destroyers can save something. Are you even shooting at the Dunkirk? No, he isn't. It's out of range, I guess, out of visual range. Yeah. Okay, should we retreat? I think we should. I hope that the DDs can maybe take out that one. That would be awesome. If that Charlemagne would be taken out. Ooh, torpedoes hit him. Please, guys, kill that guy. We need a win, and for that we need to take out at least another battleship. But you are not supposed... he has taken one... Wait, he is rather jammed. Oh yeah, it's still circling. Okay, so where are the other ones? Up here. Wilhelm II is being hit by a torpedo. Damn it. And another one. Don't sink the Kaiser, you fuckers. That would really be a hit to the prestige. If I'm losing the ship that is named after the monarch. They should give me extra punishment for that. And a dud torpedo, okay. So he's down to 13 knots now. Let's take him down to 10. But that is not looking like a win. I mean, they can still turn it. Like if those hit here, which they do. One of them at least. If we're taking out the Charlemagne and don't lose another ship, and the Charlemagne has taken its... Charlemagne has taken a second torpedo. And is being hit by guns. And is being hit and is stopping. Okay, so Charlemagne is down. Perfect. Friedrich III is still circling? No, but where is he going? I don't want you to charge right into them. There are destroyers. Yeah, let's turn around. I have so many ships here in such close quarters. That's like... I'm almost prone to be hit by torpedoes again. Okay, he's down to 7 knots, Wilhelm the first. Why is he down to 7 knots? Taking some damage as well and flooding again. That one is at 45% damage and flooding. I can't continue this way. Yeah, let's go down to 10 knots and retreat. Third is being hit by a torpedo. That's the one that's already sinking? No, that's the one that was circling. God damn it. He could survive this. Can't lose another one. Turn north, run. Maybe the DDs can do some damage. I mean, here, there's a lot to torpedo for you guys. Just kill it. You all go north. How's Wilhelm II? Looks okay, actually. Is he circling? No, he isn't. Okay. Okay, what does... Is there some flooding? How is the flooding on the Wilhelm? Which battle group is he? Division. Here we are. Okay, so he still has open flooding. The division is AI controlled and 16 knots. We need it at 10 knots. Why is he still AI controlled? I hate this. And they do whatever they want. This is an issue with this game to me. Okay. Yeah, it's probably the one that was already taken out. Yeah. So far we've lost one, the Ludwig der Deutsche. And we have several of them heavily damaged. And we need to hope that Wilhelm II can actually survive, which I think we can be somewhat optimistic. And the DDs should cover the retreat. And I mean, something like this, yeah, if they are lucky, which they aren't, they might even do enough damage and suddenly surprisingly take out another battleship. Just because they are doing what I try to avoid now, which is rushing into enemy destroyer fleet while at night. But so far I think, as said, I mean, if I were honest, I'd say this is a loss, this battle. The Ludwig der Deutsche is far too good. It's no comparison to what they have. 45,000 tons, heavy armor, 915-inch is too strong to exchange it with those ships. But I think the game will probably, if I don't lose more at the game, I mean, I don't care about destroyers. If I don't lose more of the big ships, it will probably be considered a victory. Okay, there are those here. You can actually go down a little, so those can keep up. Those go down to 9 knots, and back here we need to be careful. Every time they maneuver like this, the Wilhelm might go faster than 10 knots. No, he doesn't. Okay, good. Okay, the next problem is that all those ships are damaged. We are retreating to a place where there is no own harbor anywhere close. And I have ships with flooding that can't enter the harbor because the enemy fleet is in between. Not good. Not good at all. So I don't know, maybe I'll just sneak up here on the coast and then go downwards. The carriers can just run away. That is irrelevant. As long as they aren't surprised, I don't have to care too much. Brandenburg is still, yeah, should be fine. That one I would have preferred to lose the Brandenburg instead of the Ludwig der Deutsche. That is a far older design, far less useful design. But you can't always choose. Okay, so let's speed up and hope that they are retreating as well. And I think I should try to keep them together. So let's go down to 5 knots here to make sure that those are keeping up without having to go too fast for too long. Where are you going? Where are you going? So they're going 12 knots and they are not even falling in line. Awesome. Okay, but now we found the convoy at least. Unknown ship. Okay, so the enemy has reappeared. God damn it. Okay, Wilhelm II needs to run away. He has no business at all here. We take him down to, let's say, 4 knots or something like that, just to be sure several times, and he's just running up here, and there should not be anyone anywhere close. Okay, how about those two? Flooding, high flooding, medium flooding, 8 knots up here as well. What about you guys? You're the only ones without serious damage. Okay, so you are now my main force, and I hope that I won't need the other ones anymore. Eisenburg is also okay. Eisenburg is Battle Division 21, and he is supposed to follow 19, which is the one that is still fully operational. Good. So we can use that. Unknown ship fires at them, so the convoy is now engaged. which will mean we are going to lose points. And where the destroyers are, wait, I can manually order them to 19 to screen them, and I can send them to 19 to support, no, to screen them as well, and I can send that one to, okay, let's leave him with this. How about you guys? Yeah, 21 is fine. How about you? You go to 19, please. Hamburg, another crippled battleship. Also still a little flooding. Yeah, it's the one which... Why is he still flooding? He's at 10 knots. He should not have flooding anymore. From what I understand, the game has on flooding is like flooding that is still ticking, that is still doing damage, so there's still water breaking in. This means that parts of the ships are flooded, but if flooding is at 0, that means the flooding is contained. So 2 is almost nothing, but that still means that some of the compartments are still filling up, and that is obviously something we really don't want. But we can send those to screen battleship division, because the Goeben is running away, and there's no need for it to have escorts. I don't think there's any chance we are encountering enemy fleet up there. Okay, now let's see. Why is he damaged? Mecklenburg. Okay, turret gone. Not ideal. I think sea state should affect it, yes. Speed, sea state, everything. I still don't understand some mechanics, so, but in general it's always, you should always expect it to they really put an effort into making it as realistic as possible, so I think one needs to expect it to be have an effect. Now you guys could torpedo this one here, like if it were possible. Or the merchantman could ram it. What is this? Cruiser. You guys can go up to 21 knots. That's, I think, all you can do. Could you guys please take out... Well, how about you, Weissenburg? Can you kill that cruiser? Because CA should actually be a heavy cruiser. I don't think they would misidentify a destroyer as a CA. Destroyers are often misidentified as light cruisers, but CA should be fairly safe. That it's actually a ship worth taking out. The thing is, I need to protect the merchant ships, which are already taking serious damage, but I can't really charge into destroyers with my battleships. So I think I rather try to take out that cruiser, which would give me victory points, instead of hoping to somehow survive a fight with destroyers in very close range. Okay, now it's identified as a battle cruiser, and that was a torpedo hit. Nice. That might be another one. Yes, perfect. Okay, maybe I'm lucky. 2 torpedo hits and it's still going fairly fast. So I think we can be certain that this actually is a battle cruiser, but unfortunately I can't order the S-66 to torpedo it. But it seems to be slow enough that those... Nope, damn it. I really would like to kill that one. Because even if he wins by victory points, because he sunk the whole convoy, if I take out his capital ships, I will win the war. Unless, of course, the politicians decide that the war has to end. That is the other part. But where is he? He's gone. He would probably move down here again. So, god damn it. How are you, Wilhelm? Shit, he's still flooding. Should I just slow him down completely? Yeah, let's just halt him. And hope that he's not gonna face anyone. The Kaiser is not supposed to sink. That's not good. Okay, now let's see. Anything? Nope. Well, we might be lucky too that the battlecruiser who has taken 2 torpedoes, that he's just that he's running at a high speed, which he was to get away from my battleships, but that will also mean that he takes additional flooding. So he might very well go down without me even realizing it. In this regard, I think I can be somewhat optimistic as well. Okay, DD hit. Where was the DD? Didn't even... there. Okay. Take it out. Come on. Let's go down to 20 knots. How is the Kaiser? Still flooding? Weather damage. That is what I meant. Like, they are simulating parts of something like this as well. He hasn't taken any damage. He hasn't been shot, but he has taken flooding and some structural damage because apparently the wind is bad enough. The seas that are high enough that the ship takes damage by just racing at full speed. More weather damage. Strong gales, we see it here. Okay, what is this here? Ooh, there it is. Kill it! Kill it! Wait. Need to take manual control of the Weissenburg. Try to catch it with her. And I think I should take manual control over that guy. To spot it. So in general, my guessing where he went was right. Unfortunately, I didn't react early enough, and the visibility is a joke. Weather is just too bad. Where is he? Is he getting away again? Almost looks like it. Okay, so you go back. He's supposed to go 34 knots, but he wasn't even really faster than the Weissenburg, so I guess that is sea state limit ship speed. Can I see? Yeah, he's actually only going 13 knots, despite being ordered to go full speed, because the weather is so bad. It's 31, so search radars, even the first search radars are basically useless, but they are out, what is it, like 7-8 years, something like that. How is the Kaiser? Nothing changed there. Well, we'll have to see. That isn't good. Bulkhead ruptures. Well, he's still pretty decent shape, so let's just stop him dead in the water as well. I don't know, in heavy gales, that in a storm, now we are at storm. In a storm that would probably be a disadvantage. I have no idea whether they simulate that. I just hope they don't. In a storm, going 1 knot would be safer than stopping, I guess, because with 1 knot in the water you would at least be able to keep your bow in the waves. But let's just be optimistic that they haven't simulated this. And I don't see any messages about taking damage. Okay. Storm. How are those guys doing? They are safe. They are halting. They are fine. Weissenburg sights an unknown ship. Okay. So there he probably is again. Okay, we take manual control right away. We have those guys who run there. Yeah, but it's pretty small though. Yep, but it is him. Can you torpedo him? Oh. Oh, god damn it. Out of arc. How about you? Do you have torpedoes? Friendly. This is it. Like, here I can't do anything, but the AI shoots torpedoes right into the middle of my fleet, occasionally. Wait, Dunesk? Where is it? Oh, there is another one. Completely missed that. Good thing my ships haven't missed that. Duquesne, I think. Duquesne. 8, 11 inch, 23 knots. That's like complete crap, completely obsolete. I should. Yeah. I mean, in this distance, 11 inch do damage. That is just how it is. Okay, 2 hits. It's so close that if those guns aren't complete crap, they can still punch through the belt armor. So in ranges, what is it? We have night in 1,000 something yard. But that is good news here. Whatever we are hitting. Okay, the question is, should I run away and just be happy with what I got? Or should I be greedy? But yeah, 11 inch at this distances should be able to punch through. So in theory they are still dangerous. But the thing is, mine punch through as well, and mine do much more damage. And my ships are bigger, so they have more health, more better damage control, and that is extremely dangerous here. That guy still has torpedoes. He should, well, he apparently didn't have torpedoes anymore. But that should have ended very badly. Yeah, we're going to charge after him. There is some more. But that is a little too agile for a big ship, so those are destroyers. Just hope that they can't torpedo either, because it's too close. Because it's too many friendly ships. But I'm not sure whether this is a great idea. Okay, Richelieu. 413 inch. I love it that the game has is somewhat trying to stick to historic design philosophies. That you see a lot of French battleships and Russians too, with center line, with all the center line big turrets. 13 inch, that is quite decent, but 14.5 inch belt, that is really much, really a lot. Okay, does he? What is it? He has one gun blown up, and he can only shoot with one 14 inch. Okay, those are torpedoes being launched. Alsace is being hit by a torpedo. Alsace is being hit by 2. Yeah, being greedy usually doesn't pay off. At least that's an expendable battleship. Okay, down to 10 knots, and I think we are running. There is no point in doing this. The thing, what I can gain by this by having battleships charge in there is so little. Okay, down to 6 knots just to be safer. And you can go to cruise speed, so the Alsace isn't being limits flooding. Let's see. What is this? They have reconnected. Yes, they have. So I need to make sure the speed is down. Or I could detach it. No, they officially haven't reconnected yet. So why did I get the message when I wanted to select it? Oh, I have no idea. Now it works again. I'm always somewhat hesitant. I don't want to have the game break down on me again. How is the Kaiser? I haven't checked on him for a while. That is looking dangerous, but I think we have a chance of him surviving. Elsa's founders. So my English isn't this great, but founders means like it's fucked, I think. Isn't it like capsizing, something like that? Yep. Okay. Shit. Taking heavy damage in a storm apparently isn't too healthy. Okay, so now I've lost a second one because I've been too greedy. Okay, now we are definitely going to run away. But I've had some torpedo hits, so with them being damaged, there might well... This is the fun thing. You often think you have lost the battle. You've lost the battle significantly, and then you look at the end result, and suddenly you have 3-4 enemy battleships sunk more than you initially expected, because they took battle damage and then weren't able to damage control enough. Okay, that's it. Let's see. So I've lost 2, they've lost 2. Okay. France major victory. That is not good. Yeah, I've taken far more damage. My ships are bigger, and unfortunately all of those survived. This is really annoying. I had vast superiority. I had 3, 6, 9, and he had only 6, and I still lost. They're very disappointing. Lose 1 prestige. But, yeah, and I lose 1 more prestige. But at least Wilhelm II survived. The Emperor survived. And now we need to build replacements. We need to build a new Ludwig II, at least, to make up for that loss at some time. But I think it's about time. We have had 1 major fleet engagement, and as it is in reality, you can't always win. You lose sometimes too. We've had 1 major fleet engagement, and we are about to lose Libya. So far that war isn't going too great, even though I'm slightly ahead in victory points. I think it's about time to call this episode to an end, to stop this one, and we'll see how the war against the French and the Italians continue next time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do so, please consider following and subscribing. All those videos are also are recordings from a live stream on Twitch. So if you see this on YouTube, please consider following me and watching it on Twitch. You will have ships named after you if I play Rule the Waves. Only destroyers though right now, but anyways, you can still be a ship that is blown up, and that is quite an honor, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider following, subscribing. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.